You know what? Today the sun came up. It's a new day. I'm proud of my team. I thought you saw a team that went on the road in one of the best environments there with Tennessee, and a hostile environment where you competed for 4 quarters. Obviously, we're not happy with the outcome, but that's the thing that I love about this journey that we're currently on. It's a mountain that we're climbing. Within those losses are great opportunities to learn from them and get better. And then the reason I took this job is to compete against the best of the best. And I'm so excited for this weekend. There's no doubt we have a huge challenge ahead of us. But this is bigger than just the challenge that is ahead of us. It's women's basketball. I have so much respect for Dawn Staley and what she's done. They're on a dynasty run, and what she's done for the women's game. This is going to be a special weekend in Starkville. That you've got the #1 team in the country, the defending national champions, some of the elite players that are coming at home. There's no better way to respect the game and show love than to sell this out and give it the roses and flowers that the game deserves. But most importantly, cheer on my young women that I mentioned last night in postgame are playing their absolute heart out. When they put on that Mississippi State jersey, it means something. They're prideful. They want to win. I had a team full of emotions last night. They're well aware of what we got to do, and it's today's a new day, and let's see if we can't get better and put a best product on the floor come Sunday.
Right, man.
Well, y'all fixed the turnovers. I thought y'all protected the ball pretty well against Tennessee, but they dominated the board, especially on the offensive end. I mean, what issues are you seeing there as far as rebounding?
Yeah, I think it's just accountability and looking in the mirror. You could easily say, it's when we're in the matchup, but it's not. All right, we've got several clips we're going to show film today that we're on the free throw line. We're not boxing out. All right, it's a dead ball where we have an opportunity of, I got this person, you got the free throw shooter. So we got to have accountability, man defense, rotations, dropping. So rebounding is not just one area for this team right now. It's man, zone, free throw line, box outs. So just having a toughness that for 4 quarters that I'm going to hold my assignment and I'm going to find a way to get a stop and finish the play.
And that was the first time I think y'all have given up. I think y'all had given up under 70 every game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Y'all gave up 80 last night.
Yeah.
Was it more than that you saw defensively in that?
Well, first you got to give a lot of credit to Tennessee. They've got 2 elite players in Rakia Jackson and Jordan Horston, who are top 25 players in the country. 2 of them happen to be on the same team, right? Their length is a problem. They're big guards, 6'2", 6'3", with quick hops. They're able to score in small spaces where some of the teams we've played has either been spot threes or just layups, but their ability to rise up and create shots puts you in rebounding disadvantages. And so they provided a lot of challenges for us. But with that being said, we still, when we watch this film, it comes back on us and being the tougher team. My team knows that, and they're riding the wave, and we're trying to find those ways to improve those little small areas.
How would you assess what you've seen from Anastasia and
Yeah, well, I'm so proud of her. You look at her last night, 11 assists. That's outstanding. I thought she made great reads. I thought she kept the team together. But again, she knows she's here to win. It's not about individual stats, it's about team stats. And our team did not come out with a win. She was one like everybody else who was not happy and upset and wants to win. So that's all I could ask for as a coach, that if I got a group of young women that are willing to give everything they got, not in and not out.
right back?
DeBrisha went toe-to-toe to those 2 elite players you were talking about. I think she had 21, hit some big 3-pointers. Just how special have you felt like she's been as a freshman to come in the league and do something like that?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. That's why she starts as a freshman, and I've said it from day one. It's no surprise to me what she's able to do because she practices that way. She came in from day one where sometimes players circle a game on a calendar and all of a sudden they practice so hard because they want that game. It's like Christmas. But Poe has a mindset that every game's like Christmas. And so when those moments arise, there's no pressure, there's no extra effort to go another level because she trains that hard. So for me, I've seen it every day in practice, and I'm just happy that she's able to have the season she has because she's worked hard.
Right back.
You've coached in games like this against teams like this before, whether it be UConn or
Yeah.
whoever.
Yeah.
And South Carolina is one of those teams that they got the elite talent, but they also got a lot of experience too. So they've been in these atmospheres and handled it well. I mean, how do you win a game like this as a coach? How do you attack a team like
well,
this?
I mean, you got to give it respect, and you got to look in the mirror and face reality. I have so much respect for Don Staley. I mean, I think about myself when I took this job and left the Final Four, and the effort and time I have given into this to get it going, to get it back, to get the culture right. She does it every year. I mean, she not only does championship runs, rebuilding rosters, but she also coaches USA basketball. So we have a part on our end right now where this rivalry is to show respect and give everything we have, embrace what they do so well, which is again why they're the defending national champions. But no matter what the scoreboard is, it's an opportunity to get better, and that's what I'm looking at right now. You know, can we win those box outs? Can we play with passion for 4 quarters? That's where we're at right now in a program, and we got to ride the wave. When you look at our schedule, I think these last 2 games and then this one, South Carolina, are probably the top 4 teams in the league. 4 or 5. So we're playing a tough part. We got to stick together as one fist and just get better, because again, you don't win championships in January, you win them in March. So that's our focus today in practice, and let's see what can happen.
You always kind of have talked about, even after the Vandy game and this whole season, how excited you are for this team to grow together.
Amen.
And I mean, you're about, I think, 15 games in, 16, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So going up against a team, and I know the SEC is so talented, but South Carolina, a team that you talked about, a dynasty like that, how can going up against an opponent like that for a new group like this kind of create a learning experience for your group?
Well, it just requires you to pick it up another level, right? I know our practices will be intense because we know it's coming, and that's a credit to them and respect to them. So you only get better when playing in games like this. Whereas if you're playing somebody poor, human nature in college athletics is like, oh, it's a team that's, they're not good, so I don't have to go hard in practice. And to your point, as a coach, I'm trying to get us better. And so when you know what's coming on Sunday, you have no choice but to go hard and give your maximum effort. And when you do that, good things happen. So that's where our mindset is, and I'm excited to see what happens Sunday.
Joel, do you have a question?
Yeah, I was going to just say, obviously, a huge game like this, you want that home court advantage, you want the hot pump rocking. What would it mean to you guys to get that 6th man going for you on Sunday?
It'd be everything. Because again, I think you got to speak so highly of what they did at Tennessee. Obviously we had some missed layups, we had some communication things, we dug ourselves in a hole, but my kids never quit. They fought, they were passionate. It was the first time this year where I've been in those timeouts where we're down that, nobody had their head down. We were like, we got this, keep digging. Can I get a stop and a score stop? All right, that's the language of the culture that I want here. Just like this beautiful state, there's an underdog blue-collar mentality that makes this place special, and my team has that. It's just now a matter of riding that wave and taking that next step. And to your point and your question, that's what a home crowd does for you. There's no doubt we don't want to lose 2 in a row. I promise you, we don't want to lose 3 in a row. Having that extra 6 man, knowing we're beat up, we're short with bodies right now, that you can just give us that extra lift is everything in a game like this.
Got time for maybe 1, 2 more? Robbie, go ahead.
You talked about the being beat up. Are your expectations to have Danae back, or what's an update on that?
Yeah, it's day to day right now. So yeah, I'm hoping, but it's just day to day as of today.
And Romani too, is she close or?
Hopefully next week, 2 weeks. I don't want to put a timetable on that, but yeah, hopefully soon. She's more on the coming back side than not, so we're hoping, yeah. But right now, that's the beauty of me taking this job, and you all know, when I took it, there were less of players. That's the DNA that I have for those returners, that this is not the first time they've experienced this, that they've had adversity, and I couldn't be more proud to be their coach because they can handle situations like this now.
All right, thanks,